Hello everyone. I always forget whenever I go live on YouTube, it always takes like an extra second of like prep stuff. I always wait till last minute, but it's okay. Just got to get a wet paper towel. Hello. Alrighty. So we're gonna finish this tonight. We really don't have much left to do on this. And then we're gonna make some pretty pots. So I'll move these out of the way real fast. For now. Hello. All right, so we glued this down. Oh, we need to remove some guidelines. Let me do that really fast. We glued this down last week. And we worked on the outer rim. So we're just gonna do a few more top dots. This won't take long to dry. So I hope you guys are having a good week so far. Thank you. Yeah, these colors are so fun, aren't they? And this is just a little bit of water. I used a watercolor pencil to draw my guidelines, so all it takes is just a little bit of water to wipe off your guidelines. Thank you. So last week, we started with gluing down the round. We varnished like to here. Glued down the round, added some sparkles. And then I think we just basically did this area. So tonight we're obviously gonna finish it. We won't need this whole live, but I think I want to add something here. Top sparkles probably around this outer edge, and then a few top dots here, and then we'll call it a night. And then we'll work on something else. I won't get off my live, but. I went a little heavy with the water in some of these areas. What project? What you working on? Hopefully it's a fun project, even if it takes you a few hours. All right, let's get you guys kind of situated. I think that's all right for now, right? Yeah. Hold on, gotta put my hair up. It's falling down on me. We'll call it a fox. I know. First big piece of 2026. Okay. I think we're gonna use some hologram on top. That's what we've been using. It's one of my faves. Well, actually, let's do those leaves first. Oh, where's my... Oh, I need my paint, don't I? Okay. Oh, yeah, that does take a while. Yes. Yes, I know that. I definitely know that. All right, I think we should just use that green again. Yeah, paint definitely helps. That'll definitely do it. You're painting a taco. I love that. Is it for a custom, or you just thought it'd be fun to paint? I struggle with stuff like that. Like, I don't ever think to paint that kind of stuff, you know? All right. Gonna add some sparkly dots to this. So just kind of like finishing touches on this. Pretty good. What is this? Technically live number 4 working on this, right? We spent 3 full lives. I can't remember. Pretty sure that's what we've spent so far. Thank you. Nice. I love that. Well, I can't wait to see it, Linda. Oh, geez. Well, once you get it all done and over with, Rosie, then you just have to keep up with it whenever you add new ones, and it shouldn't take as long. Hello, hello. Oh, maybe. I did. Thanks. Sure did. Oh, it's pretty much done. There's like, this needs top dots because everything else has top dots and stuff, so I won't ruin it. Don't worry. Nothing, you know, a little sparkle never hurt anything. Yes, it'll be easier for them too. Well, it's like super teeny tiny, Jennifer. Is there like wings? Is that like a bird or an angel wings or something? I can't really tell. The pictures are even tinier over on here. Thanks. It's a phoenix. Nice. Yeah, I could barely see it. Saw what kind of looked like wings, but I wasn't sure. Not necessarily. Maybe to start out with, I need to gauge interest. It's gonna be an expensive thing, which is why I'm doing a pre-order at first. And then depending on that, you know, I'll be able to kind of see, you know, how much I need to. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably like order a little extra during that pre-order, so I have a little extra, and then kind of go from there. It's gonna be a product that I'll carry into the future, but you know, it'll be a few weeks in between restocks. I don't make that much money that I can just drop hundreds, if not $1,000+ on Mica powder. I wish, but not that rich. So we've been working on this every Tuesday and Thursday for the last couple weeks. I think this is our 4th live, I think. So each live before this has been 2.5 hours. Hopefully sometime soon, Diane. Probably after my shirt pre-order's done. So maybe next week. I still need to decide which colors I'm gonna start with. Oh gosh. I didn't even see her. Oh, yes, I did see her. I didn't even realize it. Hello. No, my name's Jenna. Nice to see you again. Sweet. So that's done. So yeah, so far these are all of the ones on this page are ones that I think will be part of the order. Goodbye. And then I am still kind of deciding on this page. I like this one a lot, and I like this one a lot. I also kind of like this one because it's like it like shifts like red, orange, green. This one is sort of similar, so I'm kind of in between these two. And I don't know. These are pretty similar, I think, to... Well, I need to pick one of these ones. I think I'm leaning towards this one because this one is a little bit more... I don't know. But, so, yeah. Trying to figure it out. So Dory sent me out a box of tools this week. I don't know if there's any new in there, but we're definitely going to be restocking, I think, the Starburst tools. Maybe some other things. Oh yeah, me too. Those ones are definitely my favorite. And then, of course, like, all the warm colors. I know we need them because I definitely don't have any, like, golds and oranges and stuff, but thanks, Shelby. Listen, Jennifer, I feel like you're trying to see how long you can be in this chat before one of the mods mutes you. I feel like that's what you're doing. I know, so I think Anna's on vacation, so I don't think she got anything posted on 24-hour before she left. I can't remember how long she said she was going to be gone. Starburst and shape. Ooh, the shapes. Yes. So there is going to be a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Right. I let her stay in last time until I got sick of her. I tried really hard to be patient, but eventually I was just like, goodbye. Thank you. So I know this looks white, but I promise it's gonna dry sparkly like these ones. So that's okay, Shelby. Which ones are you looking at? I do have some. The 15mm ones. Well, we don't really, we don't usually block people on the other platforms. I feel like that's the only troll that we've gotten so far, knock on wood. So I believe we are transitioning those to Flex. Those, we're trying to transition our tools as many as possible into Flex, and I do have the Flex 15mm in. Right, right, yeah. Timer out each time. Then they come back. Hey, Tracy. How's it going? Because I think we did Tuesday. No, Thursday. Wait. Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday. Right? I think so. I think that's what we did on this. Because Thursday was the hockey game? Question mark? I don't freaking know. That's all right. Yeah, at first when you said that, I was like, I didn't even like, I just read the name Jennifer and I thought it was one of the Jennifers who's regularly in here, and then I read it again after you said that and I'm like, oh, never mind. I see what you mean. Is it day 3? I thought this was day 4, the beginning of day 4. Because I think we took a week off. In between, like, the New Year and, like, the, well, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, I think this is the beginning of the 4th live on this. Like, I don't mind if they're in here, but I feel like they just talk a lot of random conversation that isn't really pertaining to us. And they're just more annoying than part of the conversation, you know what I mean? Yeah. Either way, many hours in this piece, and we're almost done. Just a few top dot accents, and she'll be drying, and I can varnish her tomorrow, probably. Thank you. Overdo them? Why? I don't think so. I feel like it's a lot of fun to add a triple dot or a sparkle dot, you know? Not necessarily. I think that there's like a right way and like an okay way to add multiple dot layers. I think that as long as your dot is big enough to have like layers that aren't like, you know, teeny tiny dots, then I think it looks really good. You know, if you can see a few different layers underneath it, then I think it looks really good. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Top dots are life. Ain't that the truth? You try. Keyword is try. Where's the fun in that? That takes practice. Half the time I don't either. Well, maybe like 25% of the time I don't. Oh man. Best wishes and the best juju her way, for real. Yeah, me too. I sometimes I'm like, the more the better. And then after that I'm like, oh, you know, I probably should have stopped. Oh, yay. Well, you know, as Shelby says, Halloween's always around. I don't exactly remember what she says, but there's no such thing as being too early. So one of the tricks that I think I do is use more paint. And so, like, when I go to put my dot down, the paint is like, I mean, this is a tiny tool, so it's hard to see, but like it kind of pulls down in the center. And so when you go to place your dot, that's what connects with the center first. So you kind of know where you're putting it, and then you press down as much as you need to get the dot size that you need. More paint, less pressure, right? Right, yeah, I know. Hopefully it's not too miserable for her, and I hope that it helps her. Halloween is always in your soul. Oh, that Jennifer person commented on one of my videos. I don't know what she said, though. Someone go look. It's probably my recent video. I saw all your viewers on your live stream something. Well, I couldn't see anymore. What color do I want to do here? Ooh, this one. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Bring that color back. That is... Wait, where is it? Oh no. It's a single paint pot, I think. Well, I guess we're gonna have to use mine. Don't know where it is right now. That's okay. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what they said. Practice makes progress. That dot was a little big. Hopefully it doesn't start to spread out. So I opened a new bottle of Duraclear today. So it's a little bit, this is a little bit thinner than what I usually like, but it's fine. Oh, probably. I mean, we just like to kind of paint in peace in here, you know? We don't like too many distractions. Right? That was a little bit much. I'm gonna spread that out. There we go. So, I have been using the chameleon color shifting pigments, mixing it with Duraclear and using it on little ornaments that I've been painting. I've also kind of been using it as some top dots. Basically, I am pretty specific about what they look like and the type, like the shift, and you know, some brands are way better than others, yada yada yada. And I don't know, something in this year, at the beginning of this year, kind of struck me. I don't know what it was, but I am tired of supporting businesses that don't give a fuck about me. And that might seem a little silly, but I feel like I give a lot, and not that I expect anything in return, but I just feel like I do a lot of supporting other businesses for their benefit. And I like to be a supplier of these, you know, if I'm going to be using it all the time and pushing you guys towards it, I'd rather you guys get it from me. That way you know that it's going to be JGrondz approved. And you know, you trust me, so. I don't know what it was on. They can't send, like, DMs here, can they? Oh, no, I did not start this today. This is our 4th live on here. We've worked on it for probably about 8 hours of straight painting, not counting like anything else on, like none of the prep work or the guidelines and whatnot. But so pretty good. Oh, no. No, you guys are not. Right, yeah. I mean, that's kind of how my business has been going anyways the last year. You know, I still sell a lot of my art, but it's become very apparent to me that all the teaching and, you know, fun things that I do, and you know, I tell you guys where to get everything and all that stuff, that supplying certain things might be in my best interest. So, I'm slowly starting to do that. Exactly. I can tell you guys how to make it, but also it'll benefit me a little bit too. I do not varnish over the center, no. I like the matte look, so there's actually matte varnish on here too, so just not right here. So I won't be mixing it already because it won't last forever. It's probably more cost effective for you guys to buy the mica powder and then mix it however often you want to. If you make ornaments, you likely already have Duraclear or you have triple thick. You can use both to mix them into this. That's what I do. I don't have any special. I'm no Terra, you know. I'm not trying to make paint. I'm just trying to, you know, use some mica powders in a fun way. So I usually mix it with Duraclear, but I have mixed it with triple thick too. So most of you guys have one of those, if not both. So a little bit of mica goes a long way. And once you either use it up or it starts to thicken up too much, you can always make more. Oh, Facebook if you want. Yeah, I do high gloss. The normal gloss is very thin. So I wouldn't recommend using that to mix in this because it's already hard enough when it's kind of like new high gloss. It's easier once it starts to thicken up. But I have used triple thick as well. Oh yeah, we give her a chance and then she starts blabbing about random stuff. Thanks. So I think this is the last step before we set it aside and let it dry. I do. I spent the last almost 5 years gaining your guys' trust when it comes to the things that I do and say, so. Yikes. It's alright, I think she's a kid, just kind of trolling us. Yeah, I just think that she's a kid being silly, thinking she's being cool or funny. I may have to block her. Can I do that on here? I think so, right? It's all in the details. Right. So, I wouldn't say I make money really on any of the platforms. I get more viewers on TikTok. Like I regularly have 250 or more viewers on TikTok. So sometimes that helps push business my way. However, in the last couple months, TikTok has basically punished creators who aren't part of TikTok Shop, which is like their selling platform. If you're not part of that, you can't have your link in your bio, or you just keep getting restrictions on your account. So we don't have as much freedom of speech over there anymore. And, you know, I'm very much used to talking about other businesses and telling people where I get certain things and talking about my business and my website, right? And you can't really do that anymore. So I started going live on YouTube a couple times a week because I have more freedom on here, and I need to grow elsewhere. Even though TikTok, you know, I have the most followers on there out of all my social medias, I still am very active on YouTube. I mean, sorry, well, I am on YouTube, but very active on Facebook. I have a Facebook group. I also have a paid subscription Facebook group and a Facebook business page. And I'm trying to kind of get this account started a little bit more. But I just really hate not being able to feel like I can talk as freely like I used to over there. So it really is a shame. And now that I can't have my link posted, it's a lot harder for people to find my website. And I just think that it's kind of silly to have that as my main platform when I can't even promote my business, which is the main reason that I go live, you know? I don't even know who that is. But it is a shame, but you know, I spent enough time over there going live every day, sometimes, you know, twice a day, building a really great community that most of them will kind of follow me wherever I go. So, but I do want to have a little bit more, feel a little bit more security if something were to happen to TikTok, which it very well still could. I want to be able to not feel like I'm starting over. Yes, it really has. It's definitely not how it used to be, that's for sure. Yeah, no, I know. There's definitely going to be some changes, and I'm just, it's so funny. I was like, you know, last year, I was all, no, TikTok needs to stay, and now I'm kind of like, I feel like, I don't want to say I've outgrown it, because I do like going live over there, but besides that, you know, I've been working, trying to be elsewhere, so that it doesn't feel like I have to only rely on that. All right, I think it's done. Just needs to dry a little bit. These dots will turn from white to clear with sparkles. I'm pretty happy with that. What do you guys think? I love the sparkles on it. The color shifting dots. Swooshes. So this will dry, and then I will there's matte varnish to about here. So I'll varnish the rest of it, and 'tis done. Yay! All right. First big YouTube project in the books. That was fun. Maybe we'll do one like every month. You guys want to do one every month? I got some really cute ones for Valentine. Well, is it too late to do Valentine's Day next month? I don't know. Anyways. No, I didn't. So now we're going to do some pretty pots. Are you on a new account? Going down. I feel like that was the same person. Yeah, well, I also got some from Crystal. I don't know if you saw them. And I got different sizes too, so we don't even have to do like a giant one. We could always do a smaller one. So this is a little 4-inch one, a little coaster size. Isn't that cute? Oh, I forgot. They're back to back. Here's one for St. Patrick's Day. There's another St. Patrick's Day one. And then, look how cute. Look how adorable that is. Now, these are all made by my friend. So these aren't like from like Temu or anything. The penguin pot. Well, it's done to an extent. It just isn't sealed and filled. And then I've got this big one for potentially Easter time. I do. And then there's this one too. So these are the same size as the fox. And then this one. I love this one. This one is so cute. Isn't that adorable? I think that was it. Yeah. So maybe we'll do one of those next month. It's so beautiful. You guys, she's in the comments. And if you just go to heartsprinkle.com, that's where you can find them. So here is, here's that pot. I did the drip on it earlier. And now I can just dry brush off that glitter. And then I'll varnish it later. But anyways, so it has like a blue sparkle to the white, which I love. It's got a snowdrip. So eventually I'll have the fill with probably some little penguins. I might use some like blue plants. I don't know. But whenever I make these pots, I don't just make one and then fill it. I make multiple and then fill them all together. So we'll make a few more before I do any fills with them. No 3 years on those. Nope, 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 nope. All right, so we're gonna do, let me take my rings off first. We're gonna do the bottom first, and then maybe we can add glitter. To the hearts later, but we're gonna add some glitter to these. Me too, me too, me too. Okay, can't use hologram because that'll go colorful, but I don't know if I want to, well, I guess I could probably use the pink on that, I suppose. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I really like how she has multiple different sizes that you can choose from. That way you don't feel like you always have to do like a giant piece, you know? So I'm just adding glitter. This is pink glitter. I think the next one we're going to do is pink, red, and white. Also Valentine's Day themed. Ooh, what are you doing? Are you painting another stone? Hello, hello. How's it going? Thank you. Part of me feels like I kind of also want to add glitter to those, but I don't know. Maybe we'll make the bows sparkly. How about that? Oh, yes. Oh, you can definitely do it. So we were working on this on TikTok last night. We did the hearts around the rim today on Facebook. But that was it for today so far. The sides right now. Isn't it so cute? It's very girly and cute. Oh, yeah? See, I like the pastel ones. And the pastel hoppy pots, too. Yeah, you guys will see how to use the Pot Perfect here very shortly, because I'm about to start a new pot. True. It is not mine. Obviously, you guys know that. I feel like this needs to sparkle too, so hold on. Change my mind. We're not done quite yet, but we will be. For now. We'll still have to do some glitter or something over the hearts, but we'll have to wait till this dries. I didn't quite time this correctly. I said I was going to do top dots like I'm doing right now. I said I was going to do them earlier, but I didn't, so now we have to wait for it to dry because, you know, I usually hold on to that part of the pot. You know, I don't think so. I don't think I have. Ooh, paint booger. Get out of here. It's being very light-handed with my glitter. That is the hardest part when you're just building any type of mandala. At least for me, I feel like that's the hardest part, trying to decide what goes next. But eventually you kind of get the hang of it. And the more you do, the more you're like, oh yeah, I did this last time and I really liked it, so maybe we'll do a variation of that, you know? All right. I'm gonna bring that, this out again. Oh no. Dropped some stuff. So this is called the Pot Perfect. This is one of multiple pages. But basically, it's a bunch of different numbers, and they're all divisible by usually either 3 or 4 or both. Oh no, I don't remember. I don't remember which finger was on what. Was this on this finger or my thumb? Was it like this? Or were these two switched? I don't remember. Yes. Yes, it is. Nothing. I didn't use anything on dragon fruit. The drip pan. Oh, these? So these actually don't, my painted pots do not come with real flowers. They actually get resin and rocks. It's all artificial so that you don't have to water it. I do not sell empty pots like this because I don't feel like the paint is going to be fully protected long term. So I make it so that you don't have to mess it up. It's both, although I don't know if I have any of the physical ones in stock. You'll have to double check. I have both though. One is a PDF download that you can print and either laminate yourself or put in like a binder sleeve. And then there's also like a physical laminated copy, but I only do those if I have time because it takes me a few hours. I usually do multiples so that I don't have to do it every time someone orders a physical sheet. So I usually spend a few hours in a day doing it once every so often. So anyways, depending on the size of your pot, obviously you could do a larger pot too, but you just find where it is just sitting nicely in the center, and then you take your watercolor pencil and all along you'll just mark. So you want to keep it still, like it's better if you don't move the paper because it's hard sometimes when your pot moves. So that's why, oops, shit. That's why I have this on a turntable, so that I don't have to worry about it moving usually. Let me move this out of the way. but my favorite is usually 27 or 28 on this size pot anyways, so that's usually the one that I'll use. I like 28 because you can divide by 4, and I feel like you get a nice split of dots, so you can do a pretty cool pattern. Things that are divisible by 3 are also really nice, but since I grabbed the 28 one first, that's the one we're gonna do. So anyways, I'm just doing this the whole way around. And my fingers keep sticking, so that's annoying, but that's okay. All right, so now I have that marked. And what you'll do is you can eyeball it, or you can take your ruler. It's probably better if you take your ruler because it'll be more exact. This is a 2.5 inch pot. You'll take your ruler and you'll, like, you know, extend your dots downwards, because that's what I'm using these for. Is I'm using this so that I can mark my spacing, so that I don't have to count how many dots go around the edge. I used to freehand this, and I would get anywhere between 27 and 30 dots regularly. But when you get 29 dots, that's not good, right? Because it's a prime number and it doesn't divide evenly by anything. So Paula came up with this, and this way, if you do it right, at least for the specific one that I'm using, I know I'm gonna get 28 dots all the way around. And this is specifically sized for the 4mm dowel, which is usually my go-to dowel whenever I do this size pot. But I'll show you whenever I'm done with this. So basically what you'll do is that once you get all these lines drawn, you'll take your acrylic dowel, and whatever one kind of fits in between each line is the one you're going to use. So this one, I know that a 4mm dowel works really, really well. So that's what I'm going to use. Right? She's just so sweet and smart. And the PSM works kind of similarly for the larger mandalas. It's obviously like a piece that you put in the center and you draw your guidelines that way, but the PSM also helps you know exactly how many dots go around your center picture. Almost done. I feel like my music stopped. Either that or my computer died, one of the two. Okay. All right. So now you'll take your dotting tool and you'll place your dots in between. I think I'm going to do red, white, and pink on this one. I'm still doing Valentine's. Yes, she's always hard at work. Yeah. The PSM. Is that what you're asking? Yeah, so you'll find your center of your round and you'll place the PSM over it. And then it's color coded. So you can decide like how many straight guidelines. It's either 16 or 32. I always do 16, but you can break it up into 32 guidelines. And then when you do your little tick marks, if you're using an 8-inch round, you're going to use the outer edge of the tick marks. If you're using a coaster, you're going to use the inner ones. And then once you get those all drawn, it's the same thing I'm doing right here, is you're placing your dots in between your little tick marks, and it'll wrap around fully, and you'll know that you'll get 96 dots each time. So there's no more counting. So you know that 96 is divisible by 3 or 4, which is perfect. I know. Every time I type in PSM, it goes to Pam. That's all right. I have a tutorial on TikTok and Facebook, and I don't know, I may have uploaded it here. The thing is that there is a dot company that actually copied Paula's design, but they're not using it right. They're using it only as a guideline stencil, which is fine. Obviously, that's how that, like, it works as a guideline stencil, but the actual, like, workings of the PSM are actually a lot more in depth than just a basic guideline stencil. But yeah. So there's two PSMs. So the first one was the 8-inch one, but we came out with a 6 and 7-inch because the 8-inch one covers the coaster size, like the 4-inch rounds, and the 8-inch. And so the 6 and 7 PSM covers the 6-inch and the 7-inch rounds that you make, Crystal. Yeah, the count will get you perfectly all the way around every time. I'm using my lid for my paint palette right now, so I'm struggling. I only have a few dots to go, so I'm just making it work. Whoops, that was a big dot, but that's okay. 2 more to go, 2 more to go. Come on, Jenna. So it wraps all the way around. 28 dots. Whatever makes our lives easier, right? That's the goal anyways. Yes. Work smarter, not harder, right? That's the saying. So I think I'm going to put roses on this one. I think that'll be pretty. Hopefully the roses make a good impression on here because it's a curved surface, so using the 3D printed tools are a little bit harder to get a good, like, print of it because you can't just stamp flat. You have to kind of rock and roll your tool a little bit. But once you get the hang of it, it's fine. Let's do carousel pink. Yes, it does. Well, I mean, did you count your dots though? Like, what's the number? Because if it's divisible by, you know, a good number, then keep going. Because it's totally possible, obviously, to do it without it. You just don't want to get a prime number. Because that means you can't evenly divide and split your design up well. You'll have to rely on your guidelines to do that instead. Which sometimes I feel like it's too spaced apart. But that's what I used to do. If I got a not so nice number around the first row, then I would use my guidelines to split my design up instead. Oh yeah, it is late, it's later. It'll definitely help your spacing for sure. She's doing a round. I'm struggling with my paint tonight. Probably because I'm using the lid and not an actual little paint pot. She's starting small. What are you using as the inner picture? Oh yeah, cute. Ah. I have faith in you, and it'll look beautiful. Your work is always so pretty. You're like naturally artistically inclined. Which makes me kind of jealous because I'm not. I have to really like work on teaching myself certain things, and I feel like sometimes it's harder for me to be creative. It takes me longer to come up with ideas. Now some of these red dots are a little patchy. It's okay. I'm going to be putting red glitter over it anyways, so I'm just leaving it. Hello. Don't I tell you that all the time, Linda, about yourself? One, two, three, four. I mean, I didn't say I'm not creative. I'm just saying sometimes it takes me, it doesn't come as naturally as I'd like it to. I have to like really kind of think on it and come up with like the things that I usually come up with. Like when you see me whip out a new project that you haven't seen anybody doing, it's usually something that has taken me a lot of like thought of like how I would paint it and what I would do and how many different ways I could do it, and you know. Oh, that's all right. You can still do some cute stuff with a 6-inch center. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna try to use the roses. I don't know how well these baby ones are gonna work on this curved surface. I'm slightly nervous, but we're gonna try it anyways because I want to know. Nobody could find you. Hey, well, you could, you know, at least you're somewhere safe, right? Got lots to keep you busy. Little OCD. That's funny, yeah. Oh, already. Okay. I was scared. I thought that was going to end badly. Careful. And you also don't want to press super hard either. Oops, I overdipped. Hold on. I definitely overthink a lot of things, Linda, that's for sure. No, nope. So Dory was playing around with singles. Although I kind of have to touch base on her again with that because I don't remember if that was something that we want to do eventually or if she just kind of made a few. I have a whole bag of them. I just haven't done anything with them yet. I just, this was like the first thing that was kind of in my reach, this little single. If I want to use the other one, I need to stand up and go get it. Which, I mean, I guess I should probably do that because I'm going to need it soon, but... Alright, little roses. Yeah, they're silicone. Darn it, I stood up. I needed to get something. Yeah, they come in handy sometimes. I mean, right now I'm definitely not using it the way it's intended, but it's fine. Okay. No, these I am doing for fun, and I will eventually post them. I always forget. Yeah, okay, this is how I hold it. I was like, just kind of just winging the design right now, kind of seeing where it takes me. Wasn't originally planning to have green in my design, but I think that's gonna happen. Maybe just a little bit, you know, nothing too crazy. Mostly pink, red, and white, though. Oh, yeah? Well, that's good, right? Thanks. Yeah, we had to, we reworked the rose tool. It was actually one of our worst selling tools. So we decided to rework it a little bit. Right. Well, so do I. I kind of think to myself, like, how do I make it symmetrical again? That's why I don't like doing asymmetrical designs, because it throws me off. So I'm always working to kind of bring it back together if I can. In case you guys missed the post, Dot Fam merch is live for pre-order. So if you've been waiting to get a JGrondz shirt or a Valentine's Day shirt or a Dottin' with My Peeps shirt, pre-order is now through Friday night. This will be the only time that I'm doing Valentine's Day and Easter. I'll do another merch drop pre-order probably in September for like Halloween stuff. So my like regular logo stuff will probably make its way back with that pre-order, but the seasonal things, we're only doing it right now. And then you'll have to wait until next year. So just an FYI. You have until Friday at midnight, basically. We added some new colors this year. We did a light pink Valentine's Day, and we did a light purple Easter. You can also still get the black, but there are colored t-shirts now. So I thought I was, well, I knew I was off tomorrow, but I thought Scott was off tomorrow, even though I know he's not off on Wednesdays anymore. And I was like super excited, and then I forgot he was working. So we're doing, there's two different ones. There's Comfort Colors and there's Bella Canvas. The colored shirts are only available in the Comfort Colors, though. I didn't like the shades of pink and purple in Bella Canvas with my design, so. But you can choose Comfort Color or Bella Canvas. If you get black, you can choose which one you want. Thanks. Yeah, this one's coming along cute, I would say. Thanks. Hello, hello. Less paint. Don't over dip them. These ones are a little bit more difficult to get great, especially if you over dip. What was that face for, Linda? Oh, I forgot about that one. We should probably use it next time. It is a great Valentine's Day color. It's got that little bit of a gold shimmer to it. It's very pretty. Hello, hello. Yeah, at some point. So we're just trying to kind of figure out which way we want to do the tools. Because she's been working on some animal designs, so I don't know if the Highland cow is going to be in like an animal set with other animals, or if it's going to be in a set with the rose and the mini like leaf, because that's the set I have. It was a prototype. It's got a Highland cow with it. Oh, you know that. Yeah, never mind. I wasn't paying attention to the username. Oh, that would be cute. Paula, I can always send you a bow. I have extras of certain tools. I bet I have one. Oh, wait. That wasn't Paula. Just kidding. Yeah, I'll have to ask. We'll have to see. Don't know. Sometimes we have to be careful with, you know, what we add to special sets, because then that takes away the want sometimes for people to get the other sets. You know, we're trying to avoid picking and choosing certain tools that already exist in other sets, bringing them into new sets. This is Cinnamon Drop, which is a color that at this point you can only get on DecoArt's website. I'm sure the cow will be here this year. Maybe the one with the small traditional Christmas, like that one. Yeah, it's a really fun, more cool toned red. Even though true red, I guess they would call like a blue red, this one is a little bit more cool toned than that. It's definitely not pink. But yeah, it's like a totally different type of red. It's very pretty. Like it makes true red look like orange. Not really, but orangey. Well, let me see. I don't know where my swatch card is. Oh, here it is. So if she doesn't change the size of the cow, and this stays the same, then I would think that the traditional Christmas, the smaller set, I would think that would fit perfectly. Isn't it adorable? This little space wound up working out perfectly for some hearts. So the one that I used on this pot is the same design as the Flex Tool rose, yes, but it is not this size of the rose is not available to anyone. This is a prototype rose. It is like a mini rose, but it's not available in any sets right now. Well, I think I'm going to maybe write the pattern of the month or start one of my projects for next month's VIP. Might sleep in a little bit. Gotta pack a few orders. But basically my Wednesdays are kind of like a whatever I want to do day. You know, if I don't want to work at all, then I won't. But usually I do something. It's kind of my day that I feel like I can do whatever I want, and it's not like a waste if I don't get much done, you know? What are you saying, darn to, about the size? Yeah, it's not available yet. She sent this prototype set to me months ago, and we've just kind of been keeping it in the back of our head, trying to, you know, figure out what the best way to release it is. If it's by itself or part of another set, we don't know yet. So we're gonna start the month off with a heart mandala. I'm gonna be painting it on a sparkly glitter heart from Hobby Lobby. It's got a resin layer, kind of like the shamrock from last year, you know? There's a self-standing heart. So I figured we can start off February doing that. And then besides that, I don't know. Besides that, I don't know. I'll show you. Well, I know, but like, what many flowers don't we have yet? I feel like the two sets kind of... So there's a red one and a pink one. I'll probably do a red one and then paint the pink one live, potentially. I don't know. But there's a red one and a pink one. But they're so sparkly. Nice and smooth, too. Did you buy a bunch of shamrocks last year? But if you can't get to a hob, you don't have to buy that heart. It's like a weird size. It's like not quite 4 inches, not quite 5 inches, but bigger than 4. So if you just got like a regular heart shape, if you get a 4-inch heart, your design's probably gonna not make it the entire way. If you get a 5-inch heart, it's gonna be a little bit bigger than the design that I do. So we tried a tulip last year around the springtime, and we were not a fan of how it turned out. Not saying that we won't ever do a tulip, but it was definitely something that we both decided kind of needed to go back to the drawing board. Yeah, so you'll definitely be able to do it on just a regular heart shape. Just know that, you know, the difference in the shape of the heart, because you know how some hearts are a little bit more rounded, will slightly change, but like you just might have to add a little extra step to a mandala that I might not, because the design cuts off, you know. But the beautiful part about VIP is that hopefully, along with like, you know, following along with my paintings and stuff every month, and the patterns of the month, hopefully you guys are gaining confidence to kind of build your own patterns as you go, so that if you have to do that, it doesn't feel as scary. So there is a mini arch tool. It's part of the mini flower number 2 set. It has, hold on, let me show you, because I don't know where my freaking tools are right now. Are they sold out? They might be sold out. Oh shoot, hold on. Anyways, there's a mini arch, a mini cursive swoosh, and a steeple tool, and that is found in the mini flower number 2 set. Cherry blossom tools. I don't even remember that recommendation. Maybe. Yeah, it's a mini arch. Thanks. Oh, I'm sorry. I definitely don't always remember certain things. I used to, but only for December, so my code expired on December 31st at midnight. Hopefully one day I'll get more of a long-term code or some type of partnership with DecoArt, but they only gave me a code for a month, sadly. Let me jot down a couple ideas really fast. Hold on. Because that gave me an idea. What did I get on here? What do you mean? Do I sell what? Sorry, these? Or the tools? Any of the fancy tools you see me using, yes, I do sell them on my website. So in the mini flower number 2 set, Paula, there is a mini fan, a mini arch, a mini cursive swoosh, and one that we kind of sort of named steeple, but that doesn't exist at any other way. It's just in the mini arch tool, or the mini flower set. It also has a mini 5-star flower slash poinsettia flower. It's got all of the flowers from the beach set. Am I missing any? Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm on here now, unless otherwise stated. You'll have to send me a list of the tools that you don't have, Paula. Slash like the ones that you want, you know. And I'll put them in your package. So the pots, they are on my website. They're called Pretty Pots. I'm pretty sure is the collection. So currently I only have 3 on my website. 2 of them are Halloween. And one of them is like a, you know, kind of like a spring kind of floral one. The rest of them, the ones that I've been working on, like this one and this one, will be available at some point, but I make a few before I do the fill, so I don't have to do the fill multiple times. So we're going to be working on them all week, and then I'll do the fill and hopefully post them by the weekend. Oh, yeah. So all my pots have like artificial flowers. They don't ever become empty. At least not these ones. I do have certain pots that you can put real plants in, but they're ceramic, and I only paint like the rim. And they're like 10-inch pots, so they're a little bigger. Well, a lot of it bigger. And I can't wait to paint those this year. I have a couple left over. I have 2 left over, and they're both Halloween. But I have more to paint. Yeah, they're a lot bigger. And they have some sayings on the front, like one of them says, "You grow, girl." And the other one says, "I wet my plants." That's my favorite one. And the other one says, "Love grows here." Thanks. I need to add a little more green into the design, though. Yeah, whenever I post new things to my website, it's on pretty much the front page. There's something that says new arrivals, and it's an entire collection, but it'll post there and then wherever else it lives on my website, but at least you'll be able to see really easily when new stuff gets added. Oh yeah. Oh, I was gonna do red, but I forgot that already has red. So let me add something else. Maybe I'll do green. So all together, I just call it dot art. You can make mandalas with it, which technically I am doing a mandala. It's just kind of wrapping around this pot, but since it's just a mixture of a bunch of dots, sometimes it's like an actual pattern, sometimes it's just a bunch of dots kind of scattered everywhere. Since I do both of that, I just collectively just call it dot art. Yes, I am. I am the OG of pretty pots. Thanks. It's very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. Dot painting. Yeah, that's another good term for it. Right? Pretty much all of my clothing have become work clothes. Unless, like, I'm wearing something super nice, obviously. Thanks, Paula. Thanks. It can be. I don't know. I still don't see it. After hearing my voice on recording when I was in high school in theater class, I've been mortified ever since. Like, I can't stand to hear like a video I post. If I'm talking in it, I can't stand to like hear someone else watch it, or if I scroll and it comes up on my page, I'm like, oh, scrolling really fast. I know. I do want to do some painting aprons, and I know I said that last year. I do want to do it this year. I promise. I just got to figure out how, like what kind of aprons I want. But I mean, I used to have an apron and I never wore it, so the apron that I used to have was very stiff, and I think maybe that was one of the reasons I never wore it, because like I didn't like sitting down wearing it. So I want to find one that doesn't feel so uncomfy. Right? I honestly think I tossed it. It was a Resin Rockers apron. Oops. I got it for free though. Doesn't really make it any better for tossing it, but it's very thick, like canvas material, and I really didn't like that. Maybe you have to break it in, but like, I don't know. I'm not about that life. I used to. I had one last month, but not anymore. Hopefully, once their updated creator program launches this year, hopefully they remember to get back in touch with me, because that's, you know, I was kind of emailing them back and forth, and they said that they would. But yeah, they only gave me a code good for the entire month of December. Yeah, it's very boxy and like stiff. I didn't like sitting down wearing it. I felt very like claustrophobic almost. That would be cute. Do it. Hobby Lobby has some blank aprons that you could, you know, bedazzle or add DTFs to, or paint, or do whatever you want, or not, and not anything at all. Just use it as a regular apron. They've got a bunch of different ones. I don't know what I want to do in this area. I'm kind of stuck. But maybe we can do arches, potentially. That might fit. Yeah, we might be able to do some arches. Let's try it. Let's try it. White, pink, light pink, light pink. Oh yeah, she could embroider it. Yeah. Oh wait. I want to do it here. Ooh, this is hard. Whoops. I'll have to fix that. That was awkward. Oh. I'm making it worse. I'll just go over it with some black paint, maybe. I don't know, I might not like this at all. We'll do a second one and see. No, I don't think I can do that. That angle is too awkward. I am changing my mind. It was a good idea, but a little too awkward to do on this shape. Oh, I'm sorry, Paula. Right, yeah. Thankfully, I'm used to like rolling up my sleeves, but I definitely need more coverage for sure. Are you feeling any better at all? Or is it still kind of too soon to feel much improvement on healing? I really hate messing up on pots. I'm gonna remove what I can, but I'm probably gonna have to go over this with black anyways. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. Hi, babe. Oh, yeah, yeah, and there's nothing you can do about that, you know? They just kind of heal on their own. Try not to go super heavy so I don't have to wait too long for that to dry. Kind of feathering it too. So she didn't fall on her butt, she fell on her like tummy, chest. Don't know what I want to do. I'll just keep top dotting while I think about it. Just when in doubt, top dot. Ooh. You're lucky you didn't like puncture a lung, you know what I mean? I think she did get some x-rays. Did they not x-ray your chest? I can't remember what you said. Hologram is like a great color to add to pretty much everything. Whoops. Oh, I wonder why he didn't. I just can't help myself right now. I just, that red looks so pretty with the extreme glitter red over it that I'm like, now I've got to do all these little baby parts of the rose. I don't want to like completely redo the rose, obviously, because that would suck. But adding some little sparkle highlights. Yeah, you need to add more sparkling. If it's not sparkly, you gotta add something to it. Exactly. Never thing. Wait, what? There's never a thing as too much sparkle. No, what the frick? I can't talk. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. You can never have too many sparkles. Exactly. Everything is better with a little sparkle. Can't hurt. There is no such thing as too much sparkle. Thank you. I couldn't, my brain was not working. Never too much glitter. Someone told me earlier, I don't know if it was a troll or if they were being serious, telling me don't do anything else on the fox. It's done. You're gonna mess it up. And I'm like, nah, you gotta add sparkles. Paula is in the UK. This happened last week, I think. So this weekend it happened. I lose track of time. I don't know my days. No. You drip Mod Podge. Yeah, there's really not much you can do about broken ribs. Cute. Valentine's Day ghosties. Sounds adorable. That's just silly that they were like, nope. I don't know if like taping it will help at all. Like I know they can tape, sometimes they can tape for a broken rib, but that doesn't like obviously do much. It just provides maybe a tiny bit of relief. But all in all, you're so lucky. I know you're like in agony right now, but so lucky. Thanks. Kind of stuck right now with the design. Just kind of top dotting and adding little accents while I kind of think about what I want to do right here. I don't really have much space, but I don't like just leaving that. I used to, when I first started them, I would end the design and, you know, let it be, but it's unfinished to me now. She's got a spooky booth. Well, spookier. No, I would definitely have them, you know, help you out somehow. I'm using Glamour Dust right now, the green one. It kind of has a little bit of a gold to it too, which is really pretty. Oh, I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure it looks a lot better than you think. You're too hard on yourself. Has your stuff like started yet, or are you still prepping? You haven't like opened the booth yet? Right? She has so much good stuff. I wish we lived closer. Oh, great. Yeah, you'll start to see a bunch of like fake dot art stuff popping up. I've noticed it a lot recently. All right. Now to figure out, I still haven't really figured out what I want to do there. I know I want it to be light pink. I mean, I guess I could maybe do like, I don't know, maybe those roses might be a little too small. They're too big, I mean. La 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 la. Where are they? Yeah. Maybe a little too, cutting it too close. Okay, not doing that. Not doing that. Nope. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe well, no, we already decided we don't want to do. Oh, I know what we can do. Bows. Right? Those would be cute. I don't think I have enough room to use any kind of archy looking tool like that. And those aren't minis anyways, so if the mini tools that I've been trying to place aren't fitting, then the regular size definitely won't. Oh, fuck. Wrong spot. Dang it. Poop. Can't frickin' catch a break on that spot, apparently. Yep. Whoops. I'll touch that up later. I don't want my tool to dry up. That is the small traditional Christmas set. Which I don't think you have yet. Do you? Yeah, I didn't think you did. Yet, anyways, right? Mini fans. You got to be really light with your paint. Like, do, like, very, very little bit of dipping. Very, very small amount. Okay. Thanks. It almost didn't fit, and I had to squeeze it a little bit, but I think it'll be all right in the end. I might kick myself for doing this, but we're gonna try it anyways. So there's like a kind of like a super like sort of towards the top of the screen that you really want to make sure that you press whenever you're watching. I don't know if you can see the thing that says 81 up top, but that apparently like tells YouTube that you know, it's a good live to watch. And I'm sure like regular likes help, but that one apparently is super important. Is it? I need to watch some YouTube lives because I don't realize how difficult or how easy it is or whatever to do certain things. Thanks. Oh man, I should have just stuck with one dot. That's okay. Really just trying to fill up some space. Thanks. Yeah, the big thumbs up is important. Oh, hey, look, it went up to 96. Oh, thanks. Half flower. Yeah, I mean, that might have worked too. I was just going to make these super sparkly and see what I thought about them. But I don't think they'll dry in time. They might, though. Oh, very cool. Shelby, did you see I posted a short today? Tonight? I don't know. Thanks. I posted a video on like all of my platforms besides Instagram. I really suck at Instagram. I need to get better at Instagram. Thanks. I love these, but these take so long. I'm using cinnamon drop. Oh yeah, they definitely take a lot, but I love doing the big pots because they're so fun. It's like I don't know. My favorite part of these is doing the fill. I mean, I like painting it, but the fill to me is just so much fun. And I really like the pots with the bigger, opening because you can do more of like a garden. It's so much fun. And you can use like bigger little figurines and stuff and larger plants. I did. We finished it. That was the first thing we worked on tonight. I'll show you. I always like to do the fill off camera because I change my mind a lot and I wrestle around with different plants, and you know, I'm also kind of like sort of rushed for time because the resin starts to cure up, and I get too many questions while I'm live and it stresses me out whenever I'm doing the fill. So here's the fox all done. Tonight we added the dots to the green leaves and sparkles to these dots and some color shifting dots and mini dots. But it's done. No, Joann Fabrics had it. Obviously, they don't exist anymore. So the only place you can get cinnamon drop now is online. Unfortunately. So I just kind of paint with my heart, whatever makes me feel good, whatever seems pretty to me in the moment. For some people, I'm sure there are specific images and stuff, and stuff like that, but for me, I do what makes me feel good. Just trying to bring a little more color into everything, you know? And it's super relaxing to do. I must have bumped that heart at some point. Thank you so much. Yes. Top hearts. I knew I wanted to glitter the at least the light pink ones I wanted to glitter. Although I'm just realizing using the wrong color. Oh well. It'll still be pretty, I guess. Nope, that one was a project that I did on YouTube. I wanted to do something that we only worked on YouTube, that you didn't see me working on another platform. That way, since these lives save, you can go back and watch the replay. I'm not a huge fan of primary red, to be honest. True red, tomato red, berry red, Santa red, cinnamon drop. What are the other good reds, guys? I forget. Oh yeah, the fox is for sale, yep. Oh, like the normal colors with bright yellow and bright orange. Thanks. They're called cutie pots. That's what I call my Valentine's Day ones. Altogether, they're pretty pots, but the holiday ones I name. They have different names. Yeah. A lot of reds. Red's a hard one for acrylic paint. I feel like it's very hard to get. Like, most of them aren't super great. But I do have a list of reds on my Google Doc, which I have pinned in both of my Facebook groups. in the featured tab. And there's a lot of information within that Google Doc, but there's the first page has all of the paint colors, not all of the ones that I have, but ones that I use very frequently, that, like, you know, dry really well. And then one of the tabs is called the no-no list, and that's just a handful of paint colors that, you know, maybe they dry super dark or they dry translucent or something, right? I have a handful of colors on there, and I also have like alternative colors that you could use instead, things like that. There's more than just that within that Google Doc, but it's a very helpful thing. Whoops. Well, we like true red. I mean, not true red, sorry. Silk red. A few more to go. That's okay. But yeah, it's in both groups. It's in the VIP group and the regular Facebook group. I made it originally just for everyone, but I included in the VIP just to have another place to easily find it. Yeah, of course. Two more. Yeah, I mean, I know I have a swatch card of a bunch of reds, but I don't feel like getting it right now. I'd have to dig for it. Well, so it's still currently available on the website until it sells out. But yes, it's my understanding they're not making it anymore. Once it's gone, it's gone. Yeah, it'll be on my list of favorites until I don't have it anymore. Cute. It's hologram, yep. Yeah, it's so pretty. I almost thought I used it there, and I'm like, wait a minute. I just love using red extreme glitter over red. Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. The best mushroom red. Oh, thank you. Definitely some elevated design aspects this year. But I guess that's what happens when I don't do them for a little bit. All the things I've kind of learned across the time that I wasn't painting these, I guess, kind of helps. Yeah, they're getting rid of the silks. That's what the Blake from Deco Art told one of the Dot fan members. He said that once they're like sold out, they're sold out. Isn't it sad? So sad. Yep, I'm gonna try and make a few more this week. And then, you know, do the fill over the weekend, hopefully. And then, that way Saturday, we can do our ornaments just like we did last week, right? Oh, very cool. Yep. I think they're on sale. Like, they're clearanced. While you're at it, if you're planning to do any ornaments, Crystal, grab some high gloss varnish, because Hoblob doesn't sell it anymore. And Michaels doesn't sell it. Sad face. If you place an order, you might as well grab some. Right? I know, it's so sad. Basically now, anytime I order from DecoArt, I'm gonna have to grab some more sparkles, of course. It's gotta be sparkly. It's Valentine's Day. I have like 6 or 7 of them, I think, on standby in my mini paint store stash, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, all of us. We all reached out, expressed our disappointment, but they don't seem to care. Even the customer service lady I called and like spoke to, even she agreed with me that their house paint sucks. And that whenever she buys paint, she strictly buys DecoArt, and she's very upset they're getting rid of it too. They responded and said they needed space for they needed to clear the paint, like the space that DecoArt was holding up. They needed to make room for home decor. And I'm like, in the paint aisle? Because you're not getting rid of your paint aisle. Just bullshit. I know, right? It just really sucks because like their paint really isn't great. It's thick, it doesn't stay nice. The colors are pretty, like they have some really pretty colors, but it's a little thick and it doesn't work well with 3D tools, and once you open it, it just continues to get thick and thick and thick and thick. I know, right? Even if you add a medium to it, it's not that great. All right, so in the last few minutes, I'm just gonna talk about a few things. So I'm looking into getting some of these color shifters so that we can make this. It's not paint, but so that we can mix it in with Duraclear and use it as fancy dots and use them on those really pretty ornaments that we were painting, the wooden ornaments. So I'm not gonna get all 13, I don't think. I'm gonna get every single one on this page, and I have to pick a few from this page. I really like this one, and I like both of these too, but like this one's more just like orange yellow, and this goes like orange green, like goldish and like a pinky orangey, which I really like that one too. And I think this one's kind of similar to that one, so I would go probably more with this one because it kind of goes a little bit more lime. And I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about one of these. I'm not really sure, but these will all be pre-order because Mica's expensive. But I will be supplying them in the future. So I just look how pretty that is. I think 10 would probably be a good number, yeah. This is it with just like a paintbrush, like one layer. I just did it for funsies. These two are very similar, so I'll have to choose which one I like best. Well, there's even more than just the ones that I grabbed. So, oh, so pretty. These ones are my favorites though. So pretty. This one doesn't really seem to have too much of a shift too much, you know. But I really like how you can see like orangey, rust, reddish, pinkish, like it's all so pretty. But yeah, so anyways, probably maybe next week, because it does take a couple weeks to get in, but I will be doing a pre-order. So once I get some good pictures of them and stuff and kind of decide on the ones that I want, I'll post a pre-order for you guys. Pre-order for Dot Fam merch is up on the website as well until Friday night. Yeah, I think that's the updates. I'm off tomorrow, so I will not see you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. I will be back on here on Thursday night from 9:30 to midnight, and I don't know, we're probably just going to keep painting some of these pots unless I figure out something else to do. I don't know. And then Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I'll be on TikTok. Friday from 9:30 to midnight, Saturday from 2 to 5, and also 9:30 to midnight, and Sunday from 9:30 to midnight. Also Monday from 9:30 to midnight. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.